So this is going to be an edition of Foods I Don't Hate. So Foods I Don't Hate, gosh, kind of want to make sure to get pebbles in the screen. Foods I Don't Hate is basically me talking about avoiding all my allergens and being a vegetarian. And much like the Esther shift stands for Super Happy Interview Fun Time, Foods I Don't Hate stands for help, allergic to everything, because sometimes it feels that way. So it can be really hard to cook in those circumstances. So I did do a Twitch stream and I believed Instagram last year for the day after Thanksgiving, because I figured people were busy on Thanksgiving itself. But I cook vegetarian Thanksgiving every year, except for one year when I decided to go vegan Thanksgiving, which is very hard. So, yeah, so this is just vegetarian, although I will explain how you could make this meal vegan if you wanted. So this is sort of me going off script as far as how these are supposed to be prepared. So this is diced hash browns that you get in a frozen section. And I should mention that I'm not sponsored, I'm just a fan of all these things. I'm open to being sponsored about food, that would be lovely. But yeah, so this happens to be Ore-Ida. They're really great. One thing I really like about them is there's very few ingredients. Yeah, it's potatoes, dextrose, sodium acid, pyrophosphate to retain color. Having just 3 ingredients is amazing when you have a bunch of food allergens, because I don't know if you're used to eating processed food. In it, there's usually like 25 ingredients, and I don't have mostly, a lot of my allergens are not the common ones. So common ones will be in bold, like eggs and peanuts and things. And I can't have certain nuts like peanuts and almonds and walnuts. Oh my, I think those are the 3. It feels like my list is always growing. But yeah, so I start with these, and they're supposed to be stovetop, but I'm a rebel, and I put them in a dish for the toaster oven. Or if you're making a lot, you could use a big oven. But I happen to be very fond of my toaster oven. Because I am going off script, however, it does mean that I have to basically use what I call the nose timer. So especially because garlic's an ingredient, you can just sort of smell when it's done, and you don't have to set a timer, although it does, if you feel like that makes you kind of anxious. 20 minutes is about how long it takes, give or take 5-10 minutes. And so I poured the diced potatoes in a baking dish. I did olive oil. Again, not sponsored. This one I just happen to use as Newman's Own olive oil, which I believe is organic. Yep. I think on cooking shows they call extra virgin olive oil like EVOO, EVOO. I've even seen it on menus. Like, I don't know which cooking person started that, but it's cute, and I would love to know how to pronounce it, because I think EVOO, EVOO, is it EVO every time? Because I don't think that's going to save you syllables. I'll have to research it. Rosemary is another thing I like to do. Oh, and when I put the olive oil with the diced potatoes, I make sure to mix it around so it's evenly coated. I like to put rosemary. Rosemary is delicious on potatoes. It's also delicious at Thanksgiving time to put on your fake meats, tofurkey, field roast, that kind of thing. So this one happens to be simply organic. I got a whole bunch of them, and it does last forever unless you're putting rosemary on everything. Garlic is like the #1 staple for me. I cannot run out of garlic. It is amazing. This one is sort of a good old brand, McCormick. I think everybody growing up probably had some McCormick seasonings. It's affordable. It's not organic, but it's not, I think you have to, I'm not a person who always eats organic. I try to with fruits and vegetables because of the Dirty Dozen. You have to be mindful of a lot of fruits and vegetables. They put pesticides, and if you're not going to go full organic, you should at least avoid the Dirty Dozen. I believe there was also a follow-up to that, which is the Clean 13. But maybe I can throw up some links. Wow, I do not like using the word throw up right now. Sorry. Maybe no one else's brain went there, but mine did. And then salt, good old table salt, and pepper also. This is Kroger black pepper. Oh yeah, Kroger, that's the Albertsons brand. Generic. Now, if you stopped here, you would have a really delicious, savory vegan dish. It would be vegan at this point. I am not vegan. I'm a vegetarian and I love cheese. So I will say, and of course I use the last of it, Tillamook, not a sponsor, but I do love them because part of what they do with their cheeses is they don't use rennet, which, I don't know why I put rennet in quotation marks, but rennet is something that some vegetarians also avoid because it's hard to explain. I mean, you can Google it later, but it's basically when they make cheese, they also kill cows to make the cheese. So I'd rather have cheese that doesn't involve cow death, if that makes sense. There are a lot of alternatives to rennet that are not meat-based. However, a lot of them just don't mark it. So they don't mark whether there's rennet or not. So that's also part of mine because I'm not vegan. I'm lacto-ovo vegetarian. My food is done. My nose timer and also my toaster oven timer went off. But just a quick shout out. There is one sponsor in this video, which is Made by Meow, which is the cat Dana that goes around. Pebbles. Hey, Pebbles. Hi, sweetie. She says, why did you awaken me from my slumber? Both my cats like to be on top of the fridge. She loves her cat Dana, and I have also a matching face mask. What's with me in the quotes? Why am I doing this? A face mask that matches her cat Dana, and they have a lot of prints, but I purposely use the print that is sort of the red plaid Pacific Northwest. If you're wondering about my dress, it's actually a skirt because I'm very short and I just pull them up high. And I got it through Stitch Fix. I love skirts so much. And the long skirts, you know, I can just turn into dresses. So that's about it. I do have some cool magnets. These I got in Vancouver at KupoCon. And as I mentioned on my Instagram, there is an upcoming, especially on Twitch, it's good to know, isekaicon. I know I'm probably messing up the pronunciation, so I will throw out some links for that because that's going to be on Twitch in just a couple of weeks. It's going to be the weekend of, okay, my calendar. Ooh, that calendar's for June. The weekend of, I believe, July 17th and 18th, but I'll be throwing up a link, so yeah. Yeah, I got these at KupoCon in Vancouver. I got this one, and I wish I remember who it was. These are also Vancouver. We're talking about BC in Canada, where I used to go when I had the ability to go places. This is from a conservatory. Gosh, that just makes me think of Daniel Thrasher and the way he says conservatoire, but he means like the music conservatory. Daniel Thrasher, really good. Should check him out. Great YouTuber. So we've got, it was mostly birds and a lot of plants. And then on the outside, it's really beautiful because it's this dome. This is just advice in Seattle for separating into compost, recycle, and garbage. It's always good to have. This I think I got at Daiso. It's like a magnet, and I know that I should be doing cool things with it. It's a really strong magnet too, and you can put things inside, like maybe spices. And then this was from a Vancouver artist, Van Calf, called, it says, Everything is Chill, and it's Barely Functional Adult is the comic. So I'm glad I actually did get that person. So I will have to look up who did these because they're so cool. They're Final Fantasy VI references. Or if you're not like a Final Fantasy nerd, that was called Final Fantasy III in the US. However, in Japan it was Final Fantasy VI. So That's why a lot of fans call it Final Fantasy VI. And I guess with me including these, that means I can justify being on Twitch, even though Twitch is used for an awful lot of things that are not that. So this being pre-recorded, I'll try to get it up on YouTube, and definitely definitely Instagram, because I have a 10 p.m. show in Instagram. It's instagram.com/thedevicebook every night at 10 p.m. or instagram.tv/thedevicebook if you want to get there even faster. On Twitch, I am twitch.com no, I messed it up. Twitch.tv/thedevicebook. TikTok is tiktok.com/@thedevicebook. You got to put that @ symbol. And then what else? I have books at thedevicebook.com, and sadly my YouTube is not under The Device Book. It's under Kate Crest. Or I'm pretty easy to find. If you wanted to like just go to one of my playlists, you can go to tinyurl.com/best of Esther. Esther has an H, by the way. Best of ESTHER. And I guess the last thing is I still am accepting donations for my cat's medical bills. And she's almost done with chemo. Not Pebbles, but her sister. She's almost done with chemo, but she's still, a lot of bills. And she has ultrasounds, and yeah. So that link to donate for my cat is paypal.me/thedevicebook. And it's sliding scale. Any amount that you want to donate, I will write you a song. It's usually a 30-second to 60-second song. 30-minute song. What? What is this? The opera scene at Final Fantasy VI? It's a nerdy joke. So it is a song that's like a cappella, meaning it's just voice, no instruments. And I will sing you an original song on the topic of your choice. If you want to see a couple of examples, some of them are peppered into a different playlist on YouTube. It's called tinyurl.com/Esther songs, ESTHER songs. And basically that playlist is for all original music. No covers, just songs that I wrote. And so, yep. This will probably go on a different playlist though, because there was no music in it. So I have a playlist for that as well. The first couple playlists I made were for Pebbles Kitty and Tilly Kitty, because they are so charming and charismatic. Although right now, she is one of those words that's one of my favorite words for cats, which is nonplussed. She's nonplussed. She don't give a crap. So, that's it for the foods I don't hate. It popped in my head because it's Tuesday, and I thought everybody talks about Taco Tuesday. You know what's really funny though? The one thing I probably should do before I close is show you my cheesy potato dish, how it turned out. See, delicious. Gosh, I wish I remember who made this Nintendo Power Glove oven mitt, because it is super cool. I got it at a PAX a long time ago. But yeah, Power Glove. Awesome. So that's it. Thank you for that. I will throw up some links. Gosh, I gotta find a better word. I will put some links in the description and comments so that you know where to go, especially my own links. But I believe I mentioned a few other things, like isekaicon that's coming up in 2 weeks. So I'll make sure to have all the information for that as well. It's gonna be Twitch and also some Discord. And one thing about Twitch that I recently learned is you don't actually need to download Twitch or have a Twitch profile to watch someone's Twitch show. You can just go straight to any web browser, just go to the internet, and say, for me, you would type twitch.tv/thedevicebook. You don't need to download Twitch. You can just watch my content. All right. Well, I hope everyone's doing well, and then you eat a lot of great food in your future. Bye.